Hey guys, what's up? Today we're working on the 2JZ Toyota Baja truck project again. So today we got to roll the truck out. We gotta put the 4BT out there, wrap it up in plastic, set it up on some blocks. That's up for sale if somebody wants it, hit me up. Then we're gonna bring the Toyota back in and then get the 2J stabbed back in there and figure out kind of where it's going to sit for its second time. You know, last time we got it stabbed in there and we figured out, hey, you know, we got to cut out a little more of the floor, and then we'll put it back in next week. So in this episode, we'll cut out the floor of the truck because it's going to get a custom trans tunnel and stuff. You know, it's a Baja truck. So we're going to cut the whole floor out, and that way we can get the 2J where it's going to be. You know, it's going to probably sit a little bit in the cab, just like a traditional Baja truck does. So yeah, and then we'll get it set in there and then start designing up some engine mounts. And then we'll probably tack the cross member in for the transfer case, because for this setup he really should be using a gear driven transfer case versus the chain driven ones. You know, Tacoma and first generation Tacoma and Foreigners, their chain driven transfer case is a lot stronger than the early 90s ones. So if you had that, I'd say leave it alone, but since it's this one, he really needs to stick a gear driven in. So we'll tack the driveline on, or the cross member on for now until we do that upgrade, and then we'll make a transmission cross member at that point before we make drivelines. So today we're going to go ahead and get the 2J stabbed in here and figure out kind of how it's going to sit, and then start designing up some engine mounts. So let's get started, guys. Alright guys, so this is what we got going on here. James got the floor of the Toyota cut out this morning, so that way we can actually get this transmission and transfer case to sit where they're going to sit, because you know it's going to sit a little bit in the cabin, you know, just like a traditional Baja truck, a little bit mid-engine, if you will. So now we're just going to get the 2J kind of stabbed in here and see how it sits, and then we'll put the transfer case on, and that'll give us more of an idea of how it's going to sit in there. But we want to test fit first, kind of see where our engine mounts are going to kind of go, and then we'll put the transfer case on, and then put the transmission cross member on, support it with a jack, and then we'll start designing up those engine mounts then. But we'll do a test fit here first. So let's get started. there you go, guys. It's kind of a shorter video this afternoon on the 2J Toyota because we need that oil pan. I mean, we can't really do much. We got it as close as we could. You know, we got it stuffed in there. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Guys with first generation Tacomas that are two-wheel drive, and four-wheel drive ones, you know, you have a lot easier time doing this because you can use the front sump pan because they have a rack and pinion steering on them. So you can get this a lot lower and a lot farther back because these second gen Toyotas have the steering box and the steering components there that move from side to side from each frame rail. So you got to have that space for those steering components, so that's why you have to have the rear sump pan, and also why I had to cut so much of the firewall and the whole floor out, because it's a second gen, and to fit this transfer case and manual transmission in there, it needs the space. So, and plus that's a Baja truck build, so it's going to get a, you know, tube floor and then sheet metal plates, and then, you know, a transmission tunnel that will have nut certs, and you'll be able to unbolt that whole tunnel, take it out and service the transmission, because you're not going to be able to reach up on the side to get to the drain plug and stuff like that. It'll be up inside that tunnel, so you have to take that off to service it. But, you know, it's not a street truck. It's going to be a desert racing truck kind of a thing. Air compressor. But yeah, so I mean, I think we're at pretty good standing. We just need to get that oil pan here, and then we can design and make the engine mounts then. But kind of right now we're at a standstill, so we're gonna have to push this Toyota out and probably bring Rick's Duramax in. Well, not Duramax, his Silverado in, and probably get started on that truck. So until that oil pan gets here. But alright guys, hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for your constant support as always, guys. Please drop a comment in the comment box. Let us know what you think of the 2J project here. And if you guys like what we do, you like Cougar House Garage, check us out at cougarhousegarage.com. Check us out at Facebook/Cougar House Garage. And then we are Cougar House Garage on Instagram, guys. Follow along there with all the crazy projects. And we'll see you guys in the next episode.